Dipshuki here with a review of the Voltron Legendary Defender Legendary Blue Lion, the right leg of Voltron, in the first in our week-long look at the 16-inch combination Voltron figure thingy. So, for those of you that don't know or just stumbling upon this and are living under a rock, Voltron Legendary Defender is the newest reboot of the Voltron franchise, and it is fantastic, and you can now stream it on Netflix because it's a Netflix original series. This is brought to you by Playmates Toys, and they did a bang-up job on these things. I can definitely say that. I can look back here. There is the Voltron that we will be making. There is the Blue Lion, and there is Lance in his little speeder thingy right there. So this was $17.99 at my local Target. They can also be found at Toys R Us for $19.99. So let's go ahead and take the Blue Lion out of its box and take a look. Alright, so here we have the Blue Lion. Real quick, just take a quick look at the accessories. Quick. Here is a little speeder bike with Lance. Obviously, you can't tell that it's Lance. The pilot section is just a big old black painted piece. Blue on the front, so you at least get the proper color and everything, but compared to the picture on the box, it's definitely a letdown. But hey, it is what it is. I wasn't expecting the back of the box by any stretch of the imagination. That will open up a latch right here, and you can stick the bike right in there, and it will clip in place, sort of. Some better than others. Lance's is pretty good, honestly, so that will peg right in there, and you can keep the speeder bike safely in the Blue Lion. Now here is a big ol' ice cannon thing. You can hit the button right there and fire a missile. Keep in mind it is a little bit pushy. You don't actually have to hit the button, just tap like the rear of the missile and it will fire. It is not the most secure spring in the history of the universe or anything like that, but it is really cool. I'm going to go ahead and launch it for now just so I don't accidentally fire it into the abyss that is this room. And the cannon can latch on to the Blue Lion simply by lining up these little clips with the little grooves that are on the side of the Blue Lion. Right here. Just like that. So there is the Blue Lion mounted with a big ol' ice cannon, which admittedly looks pretty cool. I like it quite a bit, so that's neat. It doesn't really do anything, and I don't think there's anywhere to really latch it when you're combined into Voltron, so that is something to consider. It's more or less just a little action feature to add the playability to the singular lions. But here is the Blue Lion, and I really like it. Detail-wise, most of it is there, and the points that need to be there to be recognizable are there. Now, obviously, there's some small minor things, like some silver paint throughout the front of the leg and like the little triangle here and stuff like that. Very minor things. But aesthetically, it looks very nice. For a $17.99 to $19.99 toy, I'm just going to pretty much just call it a $20 toy. It's great. It's really nice. Now, obviously, it's not going to have the playability of like a Voyager-class Transformer or anything like that, but it looks nice. And considering my only real outlet for Playmates Toys is the TMNT line, I'm not used to having them pull off a really nice combining robot like this, and it is actually really nice. And we'll get to that at the end of our 6-day run. But in terms of articulation, it's actually very nice. I keep saying that a lot in this video. But 20 plus points of articulation. You do have a pliable rubber tail right here that does rotate a bit and goes in for transformation purposes. You have a little bit of neck movement side to side and a lot more up and down. The jaw is on a spring hinge right there, which is kind of cool. Looks really neat. And then each leg is comprised of a ratchet joint right there, a ratchet joint right there, and a ratchet joint right there. So each leg has 3 points of articulation to mess around with. And it enables you to do a whole lot of cool things. You can get them in some pretty decent sitting or laying positions if you wanted to do something like that. And these legs fold up very nicely for like the sake of transformation and stuff. So like you can try to get like a laying position or it probably won't stand that well. You would need like a stage or something, but you got like pouncing positions and stuff. So lots of really key posable points on these lions. I dig it a ton. So very nice. For $20, I feel like you're definitely getting your money's worth just on the size. It feels nice. It's not super heavy, but it doesn't have like a hollow feeling or anything like that. It feels like a nice sturdy toy, and I dig that a lot. And obviously playability by itself is limited. You really only got this and the posability of the lion. That's really about it, but as a piece of a much larger puzzle, it is a very, very cool toy. So if you really dig Lance or really like the Blue Lion, by all means, pick this one up, even if you don't plan on getting the full Voltron figure. So transformation into a leg is very, very, very simple, and that I'm very much appreciative of. Simply fold up the leg just like that. It'll kind of accordion itself into that leg and then straighten it out like so. There we go. I believe that is nice and straight. The tail is probably one of the most complicated parts, just because there isn't a whole lot of wiggle room for the tail inside that cavity, but keep kind of rotating it around until it goes in there nice and secure. This will fold up, fold this red piece up, and that will fold right in there. And here's where things get a little bit weird. You just kind of have to keep this up, just like that, and then these legs will fold up like so. Kind of straighten those up. They do act as a bit of rear stabilizers for the legs, kind of like a little ankle thing. Ankle thing? Heel thing is what I meant to say. Kind of like a heel spur, I guess is the word I was looking for. So, there we go. There is our leg of Voltron. Much smaller than the Power Ranger Megazord for the movie series that I am doing concurrently with this. But pretty neat nonetheless. So there is the right leg of Voltron. You can still clip the cannon to the Blue Lion right here. Like that, if you wanted to add a little bit of flair to the leg, I guess. That actually does admittedly look kind of cool. But that is something that you can do. I'm not entirely sure if the other cannons can stay attached in their limb modes. I haven't actually tried. I'll be sure to give that a go. But the Black Lion just plugs in right there, and the release button for the Black Lion leg is right there. So there we go. That is about it for that. But I like this thing a lot. Individually, the Lions have a bit of playability and look very nice on a shelf. So even if you don't have the height to display all of Voltron, you can still display 5 lions that look very, very nice. So regardless of which way you choose to display, you're getting a really nice product in return. For $20, I don't think this is too much to ask for something of this quality. It has a nice build. It feels secure. The ratchet joints are nice, tight, no loose joint problems on this whatsoever. Paint is pretty good and not missing a whole lot of details. And all in all, it just looks really nice. So can't wait to get to the end of these videos and show off just how cool the big old Voltron is. It's really cool. So stay tuned for that. Next, we'll be taking a look at the Green Lion, so stay tuned. But for now, that about does it for this review. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss a cool video like this one. And as always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.